Good morning, everyone. I'm Jen Houston, owner of the Artsy Bartsy Gallery. I'm a full-time independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canmore, Alberta, Canada. It's Friday, yay! Uh, this has felt like a long week for me. How about you? Um, I am excited to share the project with you today. This is the last of the kind of series that I've been working on with the Fine Art Florals designer series paper, the Happy Thoughts stamp set, and Crystal, you make me blush. Hello, Crystal. Hi, Julie. Yes, I suppose it's good afternoon for you. It's still 11:09 here, so it's still morning for me. So how's the afternoon looking there, Julie? Same with Crystal. She'd be an hour ahead as well. Hi, France. Is your day a little more sunny, France, today than it was the last few days that I was talking to you? Oh, it seems like the sun or the snow has maybe faded away here for a while, which is kind of nice. Makes me, although it makes me crave flowers. I am a big gardener. When I was in Manitoba, I had a big garden in my backyard, and thankfully Kevin likes plants and flowers too, so we would drive like hours to go to different greenhouses and in little countries and or little towns around and whatnot to look for the like coolest, most bizarre little plants that weren't typical. So yeah, we're still kind of discovering the stores around our area. We seem to keep discovering more and more, which is kind of cool. But this nice weather makes me itch and want to get out gardening. But I know it's too early. Even though it's sunny and it's warm, it's way too early. So maybe we can just go look and make our list. No buying, no buying. Because I always do this. Every year I buy it way too early. And then, I mean, we do have grow lights and whatnot, but it's just not the same, right? And then you have to transition them from inside to outside. And I tend to kill a lot of them. So I should just, be patient and get my plants later on. I don't know about you, but uh-oh, Julie's got rainy and cold. Hello, everybody that popped on. You love greenhouse tours too, Minnie? Oh, I love them. I love them. And we used to have in Brandon too open garden tours. So people around town would put their name in to have their yard open. And it was like an open house, right? So you got to go on a certain day. You got to go to visit all of these different people's gardens around town. Get ideas, you see plants you've never seen before, you can ask them questions about what is this, and oh, does this grow for you, because it doesn't grow for me, how do you water this, where should I put it, and whatnot. So it's a lot of fun for sure. So give me some hearts if you are a green thumb and you like your flowers in the summer. All right, I love to garden too. Are you from Brandon? Yes, I was from Brandon. Born and raised until I moved here. Much different. Anyways, all right. Maylong, yes. Well, let's get rolling on what we're supposed to be doing here. Let's show off some beautiful cards that I received. Look at this one. Remember how we were talking about the champagne foil yesterday? Isn't this adorable? Make a cookie sheet out of it. And I don't know if you can tell the dimension, but she would have used those rectangle dies, stitched rectangle dies, to create a little lip on the cookie sheet there. And of course she's got some fancy, I don't know what those are, little sparkle things on the cookies, which are just stunning. And then I like how she, but put tone on tone, but swooped on the color, if you will, around the outside just to make it a little bit of definition. And this was from the lovely Jill, just because I love that. So thank you so much. What a great idea. I love how she did this. Today's plan, consume and be awesome. Yeah. Love it. And this one is from Amy Todd. You remember this beautiful stamp from Celebration? And to be honest with you, I didn't get it because I just had no clue how to use it. And Amy Todd, she did it miraculously here. What a great idea to put it in both directions. And today we're actually going to be playing around with this tailored tag punch because it's so easy to make so many creations. You could possibly know my brother. Everyone in Brandon knew him, and his wife was a nurse at the hospital. He worked for the rails there. You never know. You'll have to message me with his name because all my family still lives there. Yeah, cool. And look how she decorated the inside too. Isn't that gorgeous? Love it. Thank you, Amy. It's beautiful. And this was a card from one of my ladies here in Canmore. I was doing some card classes here, and this was one of the cards that we created at the card class. And she sent it over. See, it doesn't have to be a New Year's card. She sent it over, congratulations on your new home. Isn't that neat? Great. Oh my goodness. Good morning. Hot in BC right now. 28 for us in Chilliwack today. Holy moly. 28. Oh man, see, I'd have the whole garden planted if that was the case. Thanks, Barb. I love your card. Great idea. And this one was from Alma. I like this layout idea. I always did ones like this, but put it right in the middle, but I like how she kind of off-centered it a little bit. And I love how she stamped the leaf stamp onto her saying. What a neat idea. So, and she said, feel free to reuse this card and to send it to someone else. And I most certainly will, because it's absolutely beautiful. And there's one of my favorite card sentiments after beautiful friendship. This one with the birds have a lot of beautiful sayings in it, and thankfully it's sticking around. So thank you so much, Alma. I most certainly will send that to somebody else. I love when we get to share each other's cards and move them on. So thank you, ladies, so much for all your kind words and your kind cards in the mail. Love it. All right, everybody remember this card from yesterday? I was asking, oh, how do I put the sentiment on here? Well, here's how I did this. Does it look all right? I just did a layering circle, a small one. I put the Misty Moonlight, thank you, on there. And then just like Alma did on her card, I decided, okay, I'm just going to stamp some of those wings on there. It's just very faint. And then I actually used the blending brushes to kind of antique it a little bit as well. So hopefully that looks okay. It's going to go for my workshop tomorrow. The Stamp It Up people are hosting a workshop tomorrow afternoon, and so I've signed up for that along with my teammate Mary. I'm so excited. And so we all got sent a stamp set, and we have to use it in some way because we're going to do a virtual card swap. I think we're going to just share it virtually somehow. So that will be my card that I share. All right. So once again, this week we're playing with Fine Art Florals. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. If you haven't seen the cards that have been done all this week, and I did, I think, one video last week, love this paper, and I'm pretty much out, and this is going to be one that I reorder. I don't often do this, but I love this paper that much, so that is that. We are also playing around with the Happy Thoughts stamp set, which is this one. Lots of great sentiments that match the outside of the card, and you can put the verse on the inside, or you can do vice versa. Love that. And today we're going to play with the tailored tag punch. So this is going to be similar to the cards that we did, I think it was just after Christmas, but it's such a great idea to use those scraps, of course, because all the cutting and whatnot, you end up with little bits and pieces, right? So let's create using this punch. Okay, let me take this off. Now, if any of these things interest you at all, Of course, they're all available from me. If you like, if you want to go shopping, this is going to be the host code that you will use, and this allows me to buy a few extra things to send to my customers every time they order. So make sure you write down that code if you're going to place an order. All right, so I'm actually using Night of Navy for the typical card base, 8.5 by 5.5, folded in half. And I cut this piece at the typical size, which is 4 by 5.25. And we're actually going to use this side as kind of our piece that we layer onto, if you will. And then I've just got some scraps. I don't even know if they're going to fit, but let's punch out a few little tailored tag pieces here. I'm not really going to worry about where they land on the pattern, but if I can get more flowers and whatnot, we'll do it. Okay, let's see. So let's just punch a few, and then we're going to rearrange them onto our paper. I also thought about doing the scrappy strip technique too. Love that, love that. So there is that option too. Yeah, let's see, what can we get out of here yet? Let's go this direction. And if we need a little end piece or something, we can always kind of go in like this and my technical term for that. All right, so now all it needs is we're just going to end up layering these on. I might need more, which kind of worries me because I think I maybe, oh no, I do have another page of this. I do. We're all good. Okay, so let's just start gluing this on. Has anyone done this technique before? Give me some hearts if you've done this before. I'm going to show some examples of other cards very similar to this at the end. Using my stamp and seal just to put this on. Oops, I see a little piece of stamp and seal. There we go. We'll tuck it underneath. Let's put, I'm not going to hang the pieces over the edges just yet. No. So we're just going to make kind of almost like a beehive, if you will. Like so. Just put a little bit on that end. Okay, let's go in with this one. And it looks like we are going to need a few. Let's go. See what we can get from this one. Before I tie into a brand new piece. Ooh, I think I got a whole one. I did. Ah, love that. Okay. All right, so now before I go punching a whole bunch more, I'm just going to take off some of what, so you just flip it over and trim them off. You can see exactly where you need to cut. Your scissors will get sticky just because there may be some glue hanging on those bits and pieces, but nothing a little lemon oil or soap and water won't fix. All right, let's put this little guy on this end, like so. Not quite. How about this side? Perfect. Look at how that's going to fit there. Just. couldn't have planned that better myself. Okay, what about, can we get some out of this piece? Maybe even if it doesn't go all the way to the bottom, we can get, yeah, good, good. One more, let's see. Don't know. We may have to tie into another piece of paper. You know what? It's so close that I don't think anyone would notice. Let's just slap this one on. Okay, so now I just need a little bit for here, which is easy peasy. Let's just there. Now let's just do a flipperoni here. Cut off all those bits that you're not going to need. Sticky, sticky. Thankfully, the tailored tag punch is not retiring. So if this interests you, it's going to be, you bought the tailored tag punch yesterday. Awesome news. Good, good. All right, so now we can glue that onto there, whichever side you prefer. I think this side I like better, up. Ooh, do we want any ribbon? I guess I should figure that out before I glue this down. We have our little polka dot stuff. Yeah, let's do a polka dot. What do you think? So the way I do it is I normally don't put this much glue on the back to do this, but and I just tuck it around the back. You can see exactly kind of where you want it. It'll just be a little subtle piece. This ribbon isn't very in your face. That's what I love about it. All right, now let's put it onto the card base. Like so. And I think, you know, we can use the same punch as a label, or we can choose something else. Let's go with this one. And I really like how we did that one day. Is this terracotta tile? I think so. You know how we did the just sticking out a little bit of ribbon? This is retiring the scalloped in colors, the old in colors. Retiring. So sad about that. Oh, I should stamp on it first. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get out the Night of Navy. I think that would look just match nicely. Let's do a happy birthday. Doo, doo, doo. Good. Now let's stick the ribbon on. Being a little backwards or forgetful today. Stick that on there. Now I can cut off the parts that I don't want. It just adds a little something, right? Just a little peekaboo. Oh, what's this? Looks like you added a little bit of effort, right? I'm always looking for that without too much effort. There, those will help hold that down. It's a happy birthday. Down in the corner, like so. Let's get some bling. I'm stuck on those champagne rhinestones for this set, I tell you. Look at how much, oh my goodness, I've used most of them. And you'll see why later on when I show you my cards that I made this morning. One there, one there, one there. Let's do one more. Oh, I left its glue on there. Oh, there we go. Let's just put it there. Okay. Cute. Right? What a great way to use up leftover paper. I'm always looking for that. Isn't it cute? It's just a simple, how simple was that, right? All right, so that's our first one. Second one, on this card, we did kind of the dark pattern, the dark flower pattern, onto a lighter piece. This time, let's use So Saffron as our card base. I've cut down a piece of terracotta tile, and this time I always gravitate towards the flowers, right? You tend to do that, and you forget about the pattern piece, pattern side. So I thought, well, why don't we just cut out the shapes from the pattern side. So here we go. One. Should have counted how many I used on the other side. Two. Sometimes with the punches you have to kind of cut off some of those ends so that you can continue punching. 3, 4, 5, 'Tickle in my throat. There. Hopefully that helps. Okay, let's start putting those onto our terracotta tile. So I like to start with a full row first, and then we can kind of go from there with the extras. There's nothing saying you couldn't switch up the patterns, like put a mix of, you know, the front side, the back side, all sorts of patterns, right? I think it looks really nice with just the pattern. Okay, let's do this part here. And it looks like we're going to need a few more punches, which I put over here. Punches are just so easy. Don't need any extra equipment. You can line it up quickly and get what you want. Okay, let's do, not on that side, not on that side. Put this one up here. And let's do a little layer here. Okay, let's do some chopping and then we can see if we can reuse those pieces that we cut off. I think this one might fit right here. Yep. Oh, but that might be good as an end. Let's use it as an end. And this one could probably go there. It's like a puzzle. Cleaned off my craft table and then found out you were live. Yep, I'm here. Happy Friday. Do you have the Taylor tag punch? That's what we're kind of playing around with today. Squeezing in some little pieces here and there. Okay. I didn't even do these in the same direction, right? Like I didn't make sure that all the lines were going this way or that way. Just put it on. Put it on. Let's go this one here. That was probably not that one. This way. Okay, and I don't know if we'll be able to sneak some out of here. Looks so ratty and ooh, funny when you look at this side. Anybody got plans for the weekend? I am doing the Stampin' Up! Workshop tomorrow called On Tour. Normally they're held in person, but of course because of COVID we're just kind of hanging out in our houses and doing our own thing. Yeah, perfect. And then I think on Sunday we're heading to Costco in Calgary. All right. Pretty, pretty. It almost needs that terracotta tile layer as a background. Well, look what I have right here. How about, let's see, we'll go 4 and then 8, and then 5 and, oh boy, 1, 2, 3 8s. Kevin's co-workers, I saw the name Lisa. Hi Lisa. Kevin's co-workers were all having a big, not an argument, big discussion as to what, if potato and tomato have an E at the end. And I'm like, no, they don't. But then I'm thinking, well, lots of people spell it that way. So it had to have come from somewhere. So I asked Lisa, I'm like, Lisa, do Americans spell potato with a, an E and whatnot at the end? And she's like, no. Well, I'm not going to tell you what she said, but it made me laugh. And I'm kind of thinking about ribbon across. What do you think? Sorry, I'm talking and concentrating, and which doesn't often work so well. Anyways, so she's like, and so I'm like, okay, because you know we spell color differently and favor and all those OUR words. We put the U in there, and they don't. Catalog, for instance, is a differently spelled with a U and the E at the end. I guess we just wanted to add a bunch of, oh, for Pete's sake, a bunch of extra letters. I'll forget it. It's probably got enough glue. Let's put this onto our card base. So I don't know where that comes from. Anybody have any ideas? Let's do, you know, maybe bumblebee would, a bumblebee piece. So it just needs a little bit darker yellow, I think, than the typical So Saffron. Then I have an idea. Uh-oh, you say, I know. So if we do a little bumblebee, and then what about if, I haven't used these in a long time. I'm all punchy today. That didn't sound right, but okay, actually I think I'm going to use the smaller daisy punch. Let's do that. These, I believe, are still sticking around. Yes, because the daisy stamp set is still hanging in there. Let's punch a few and see what we think. Ugh. This could look cute. Let's layer up some of these little daisies. I think I'm just going to put a glue dot in between. Like so. I guess we should have a group of 3, shouldn't we? All right, let's grab some more scrap here. Oh, it's British spelling. Got it. It's the British. Okay, so you guys spelt it like that. Interesting. Now we know. All right, so there's our little daisies. I kind of want to do something with the center. How about we get out the blending brushes and some, let's start with bumblebee, see what we think. I need to get another set because I have one for reds, pinks, I have one for like blues, greens, and not that they like, but it would just make it simpler. And one's for browns and grays and whatnot. But if we just go, just make a little poof in the center. There. And I think I want to make this I don't think the thinking of you is going to fit on here. Well, maybe it does. Oh, it does. Okay, so let me get out my terracotta tile. It's retiring, that's why I'm being whiny. All right, thinking of you. Perfect, look at that, I didn't realize. Love the daisy punches and so relieved they are staying. Yes, I agree. Hello everybody that popped on. I see lots of new faces and new names. That's awesome. All right, so if we put this, I kind of want to add some of the See, and now it's just growing. It's like my kitchen reno back in Manitoba. It started with, you know, oh, I just want a new faucet, to next thing you know, we pretty much redid the house. Where did my little white, here it is, polka dotted ribbon. Oh, Indy. Oh, this is why I'm having trouble. It's out of tape. Let me grab a new one. Indy Houston. Okay, let's just kind of do a little loop-de-loop at the back. There's a little something. This is retiring too. I don't know why. It's so beautiful. It just goes with so many things. Just a nice little background filler. All right, one more for good luck. There we go. We're well sealed here. I'll deal with the dimensional backs later. It's Friday. All right, let's put this here. And then we can kind of shimmy those little daisies kind of behind. Maybe add a petal or two on top. Oh, that looks like he's giving him the finger. Let's go. Let's go a few on top. Let's put some dimensionals on the back of these daisies. That'll also help kind of pop them up just a tad. This is different, that it popped right out here. Put one there. There. Ooh, I gotta be careful that it doesn't, oh, sheesh, that it doesn't go off the card, otherwise it won't fit in the envelope. So, we may have to do a little trim here. But first we will stick that back on. Now, I wonder, should I go up here, down here? See, I think I put this too close. Here, just a minute. Put this more over here. This one. Oh, I'm just destroying my card. Okay, let's see. Put this kind of more underneath, and that way I can scoot it there. There we go. And then one more, which we have to start again from. Okay. Won't be hard. Isn't this a great background? Bluey, blue, blue. Dot. Totally not where it was supposed to go. Okay, let's fix this here. I need to slow down. Lisa's probably cringing and because I'm not using a ruler. Hey? I'm just winging her. Just going for it. Lisa would have it all lined up just perfectly. I know she would. Have you been watching her series with all the beautiful in colors? Oh my goodness. I just got mine yesterday and they are stunning. Love it. I also got the pansy set. I don't know if you've been seeing that. Oh boy. Lots of fun to be had. All right, let's keep on with these champagne rhinestones. I think each of those daisies deserves a little sparkle in the center. Cute. There we go. Isn't that cute? I like it. Oh, I see. I've gotten a message saying, slow down, lady. Okay, my last one. What time have we got? I've already been going for 40 minutes. Anyways, what I want to do is Use the basic white cardstock, another layer of basic white, and a layer of So Saffron, just a tiny difference between this layer. Sometimes that makes it just look beautiful. And what I want to do is use these flowers. I'm going to punch that up just the same with the Taylor Tag punch and make a card with that. So you'll have to check that out later on my blog because I don't want to keep you too much longer. But I do want to show you some variations that I did this morning that I think are cute. And where would I have put them? Oh, it's a good thing that you don't have big wide angle view. Okay, so there was this one. Well, if you can use the Taylor Tag punch, why can't you use other little punches? So I got out that little tulip punch, the sky, and I used that pattern part of the paper and just made a quick thank you card. And can you see how I put the little bit of a hidden ribbon just on the top there, just to add a little something there. There's that. And then there's this one. Oh, this punch is retiring. So if you think, I like it because it just adds a little something here and there. But just, there again, use the designer series paper on one side, just the pattern, and then these little flowers punched out in a little row, in some rows to make a thank you card. Cutesy. And then this one, I use the, oh boy, I don't remember this one's name, Floral Essence. I'll have it on my blog, but the Floral Essence punch, it's also retiring. So if you punch 2 of these, you can make some beautiful flowers that I did here. I just layered the 2 on top of each other, and then I used that little punch to add a centerpiece on the flowers, and of course those champagne rhinestones, which just go with so many things. And made myself a little thank you card with the sentiment being on the DSP, designer series paper. I also used that the square doilies, which are still continuing on. So there we go. More ideas. So get out all those punches. If you don't have these yet, get them before they retire. This one's my favorite. I think it's so cute. When it was so easy, punch out that many from your little scrap bits, and here you go. So there we go. There are some different ideas with punches, just kind of layering them all onto different kinds of paper. So see the difference in light background versus dark background. You can definitely, I don't know, they just have different looks, right? I think it's neat. All right. Well, let me just get this part of my screen back. If you have enjoyed this video, I would love it if you could share it with your friends. If you, what was I going to say? If you like any parts of this, I would love lots of hearts. And since I kind of have been popping on at random times throughout the day, if you could head on over to my Artsy Fartsy gallery. Let's take this one off. On YouTube, I'm looking for 1,000 subscribers. I had 560 and now I have 559. We're going in the wrong direction. So if you could go over there and subscribe to the Artsy Fartsy Gallery, just hit the subscribe button and the little bell, and you will be notified when I upload a video. So if you want to watch, can. If you don't want to watch, that's okay too. You'll remember, oh yeah, she loaded something up when you need something to watch. So there's that. And like I was going before, if any of these items interest you, some are retiring, which means they are while supplies last. So you can go online shopping, especially today because it's, Friday. It's partway through the month. It's probably payday. And so you can head over to jenhouston.stampinup.net, and there is the host code again that you can use. If any of my friends in the US are looking for some of these ideas, you need to head over to the Stamping Zoo with Lisa Hardin. And oh, thank you, Lisa. I was going to say is a sweetheart, and look what she puts up there for the comments. All right. I'm excited to do this next card. But yes, they will be on my blog later on today. Have a great weekend, everybody. I look forward to crafting with you next week again. Something new, a different stamp set and whatnot we'll play around with. And one that is retiring, which I'm so sad about. Another one. I just seem to be sad about a lot, don't I? I don't normally have so many of my go-tos that are retiring, so I'm kind of, now what am I going to use for this or that or whatnot? And I'm sure there will be many other options, but snag those items that, potato head. All right, tomato tush. I don't know. Anyways, bye.